Hi Beauty Fam. Today I thought I would do a focus on Good Molecules as a skincare line. This is not a paid advertisement. I bought all of these products myself. Just thought I'd share the products that I've been using the past 2 years of Good Molecules and what's been working for me if you're interested in the brand. And I'm letting you a little know about my skincare routine and then what's going on with my skin. So if you're interested, then keep watching. Today we're gonna go over Good Molecules of a brand that I've been using close to 2 years. I just thought I would come on and show you and talk about my experience with the brand. Just for context, I have aging skin and it might not look at it. I have wrinkles and I have makeup on, so you're not seeing the bare skin that I have under here. I have a lot of rosacea here, and it used to be a lot worse, where it's basically there are a lot of broken vessels, blood vessels that rise to the surface of the skin. That on my naked skin, on my bare skin, you can see red blood vessels here. And then I've worked really hard in the past 2 years to address that, as well as I used to get really horrible dry patches of eczema here. I'll get them here. I get hormonal cystic acne. This bar of soap is really great, and it's supposed to be targeted to people who have lots of acne. I don't use this every day. I use this if I'm having a breakout, and I really target it down. And most of my acne I get here, and I can tell if a makeup product is not working for me, because then I'll start to get acne usually up here. And that's my tell that something in the product, acting negatively to something in the product. So for example, the Charlotte Tilbury, I started breaking out with that, and I watched Teresa is Dead, and she shared that she started breaking out with that as well. And there's coconut oil in it, and coconut oil on my skin is a no-go. So I started breaking out here, and that was, and then I started using the soap, and within a day or two, then it cleared up. So I don't use this every day, just spot treat it for when I start to have acne breakouts. The other two cleansers I use from Good Molecules is this Rosewater Daily Cleansing Gel. And it's a cleansing gel, very light. Can be used for AM and PM. And what I do like about it, I don't think this is good enough for a double cleanse. Use this in the shower or just use it in the morning, but I found this is not good for a double cleanse, at least for me, because I have a lot of makeup on today. You could try double cleanse, but I just don't find this is good for when you're done with makeup. It's more like a morning thing, and it's very gentle. So I like that it's gel. And the other thing I like to use, and this is probably like my third bottle actually, it's the Good Molecules Pineapple Exfoliating Powder. And now I have to be very careful with exfoliating with my skin because of my rosacea and eczema. And I've used things like papaya enzyme before, and sometimes it's gone really bad. But I tried this because it's Good Molecules, and it usually all but one product of Good Molecules has worked for me. So this is a pineapple exfoliating powder formulated with fruit enzyme, vitamin C, and rice powder to soften, brighten, and gently exfoliate. And I use this in the morning. I think you can use it as night too. It's AM or PM. And what you do is you should dispense a teaspoon of this powder in your palm, and then mix in a few drops of water for a creamy foam. And it's like a nice exfoliation for your skin. I don't use this every day. I would use this I alternate this in my morning with a milk cleanser, and I just want to exfoliate. So I'll tip some of this out. So that's what it looks like. And you just dip some water in there, and it just is just really great in the morning. And I feel like it does exfoliate, but it's a really gentle exfoliation. So I'll use this probably once every 2 or 3 days. I can tell that my skin is much better when I use it every 2 days, but sometimes I forget in the morning. The nice thing about these products for Good Molecules is they don't add any extra perfume. There's no added fragrance in Good Molecules products, which is great. I don't like perfume, and the last thing I want in skincare when I'm trying to get clean is added scent. So that's really nice. So moving on to skin prep. That was cleaning. And then, so this is kind of like skin prep in terms of before serums. And I've been loving this Niacinamide Brightening Toner. And it is formulated with niacinamide, vitamin C, arbutin, and licorice root extract to brighten and improve appearance of enlarged pores. So I'm a type of person who doesn't like toner traditionally, because toner has actually burned my skin. So I tried things like witch hazel, which is way too harsh for my skin. And anything with alcohol, it does not bode well for my skin type. And so I actually ended up, I wanted to show you, I emptied this, and you can use it at night as well. And I emptied that, so I'm going to recycle that. This is the new box that I got. And this is probably my fourth bottle, or fourth or fifth. I'm starting to lose track. But I have found that this does not irritate my skin. And the niacinamide has done a really great job of at least working on my pores. They used to be a lot bigger, and my nose too. So I used to get a lot of congestion on my nose, and because I have really large pores there. So this has helped keep the sebaceous glands in check. Once a week, I try to at least do a clay mask, a Volcano clay mask on my nose, just to remove any congestion there. So this kind of helps with the maintenance, like on the daily with my pores. But moreover, it's actually, I can tell that this has helped with my skin texture. I used to have a lot more skin texture down here, and what it does is just it really kind of gets rid of that that layer. It really helps with that. And so what's great about this line too, and you can check it out, is that they actually put not only the ingredients list of what's in their products, they're starting to do this now, but they put the percentage of what is in their product. So you can see how much, if they have niacinamide, how much they actually put into the product here. The thing to note about Good Molecules is that they say they never test on animals. So I don't know if those are, I would say I don't think they're vegan, but if animal testing is concern of yours, then that is something to note. This entire line is made in Korea. It's based in California. So there's something about Korean skincare that I think is like years ahead of the US industry. It's something about Japanese and Korean skincare. I don't know what it is. It just really, I do really well with that, with products from those two countries. And I think it's because it's a different aesthetic in Asia, specifically those two countries, and how they approach skincare. I don't know too much about it. I just know that I really love Good Molecules. It's made in Korea, and I also enjoy Sulwhasoo, which is a Korean brand. Again, it's something about it being gentle, but then something, a softness about their lines that really just does well with my skin type. After I wash my face in the morning or even at night, I will go into this toner and then use it, and I just love it. It doesn't have a smell. I just use it on a cotton pad and I'm ready to go. So after I put toner on, if I remember, I actually reach for a water essence, and they don't have an essence so far is what I recall. But I use my Sulwhasoo Bloomstay Revitalizing water. It's basically an essence of water. But there's something about it, I didn't think it was working for my skin, but I didn't replace it for a month, and I noticed that my skin wasn't as soft and taking on the product as nicely as when I was using it. So at this point, after the toner, I will put a water essence, that Sulwhasoo, and then I will put in the order of what I want to work on my skin of serums. So I have 3 different serums that I use, and I use these in the morning. And these are specifically my morning serums. I have a nighttime serum routine, which is different, but it doesn't involve Good Molecules. So I love to use, and I've gone back and forth on this. I've read that you're supposed to put hyaluronic acid serum first because it's about hydration, and that the theory is that with hydration, it actually helps you absorb the subsequent products better. But I did a test where I actually started using the Niacinamide Serum first and then this, and actually my skin looked better. I use their Niacinamide Serum. It's about 10%. And again, it works on refining skin texture and and minimizing pores. And I can tell it's working for me. The thing with, I've tried niacinamide in other products because they put either too much, or the formulation, or they add fragrance and other things they add, it's irritated my skin. But there's something about Good Molecules where the niacinamide in the toner and their serum works for me. Again, you can use these day or night. You're not supposed to put the whole dropper in. You can just use a couple, but I end up using about like half a pipette, and I am almost done with this. So you can see where it is. I will put the pricing on these below so you can see. These are very affordable. I want to say this is like $6 a bottle, and that's unheard of, I think, in skincare. Like, there's this one product that I'm trying out that I was trying to see if it might be better than this. That was like $50 for the same size, and it was just not as good, and it ran out right away. So it was just, I should not have strayed. So niacinamide has been great. And again, they put the ingredients on the side. About 30 mils or 1 fluid ounce is the standard size. And yeah, that's what a new one looks like. Again, it's clear. There's no added extras. Really love the Niacinamide Serum. After the Niacinamide Serum, I go into my Hyaluronic Acid. And this is the one thing I have to say, I really do truly believe this is the one thing that really helps with my eczema. For years, I was just loading on lots of moisturizer, not using serums. And then when I started to learn that what serums were meant to do, I started using the Hyaluronic Acid Serum. And then my eczema went away. And it was a game changer for me because for years, since my early 20s, I would get eczema patches and have really horrible self-esteem about it. And I think I have pictures where I would literally have like patches of eczema, and it was like a different color, and it was terrible. And I have to say, like, what happened was that, you know, diet, I stopped eating a lot of dairy and junk food, and that went away. But I would have on and off patches, and I still get patches. So I have eczema on my hands because I wash my hands a lot, because we should be washing our hands. And also we're in the middle of a pandemic. So, but for example, so this is eczema. This is an eczema patch, and this is what I would have on my face, and it was just terrible. It was, you know, I can imagine that's what, like, when people have acne, teen acne or adult acne, it's just like really affects your self-esteem. So this would be, I would have these huge patches here, like around here, and stress made it worse. And so even now I'm thinking like, you know, sometimes I have patches on my elbows still, or on my hands. And what I do actually is I do take this Hyaluronic Acid Serum, and I actually put it on. Okay, so this is, I got the big bottle. So you can get this as a smaller bottle, but I use this so much that I just ended up getting the big bottle. And what I'll do, and this is what it looks like, again, it's clear, no smell, and I'll just put that on there, and it absorbs. And so what I'll do is I'll put that on for a week, and then usually that'll go away. So it's not just the face. I've been actually using this on spot treatments around my body where I have eczema. I sometimes get it on my elbow. I'm sorry if you don't want to see that, if it's kind of, you think it's gross, but I'm doing the video so, you know, to help out folks who might have patches. This is real. This is why we have the YouTube channel. So, you know, I have patches here. That's makeup. So, and then sometimes I'll get patches. And for me, this has like been the game changer of what's really helped my eczema, along with diet. So if you're having eczema and you're still doing this and not checking your diet, I would highly recommend you try an elimination diet or get tested. Go to a doctor to find out what you might be allergic to. So the last two things that I would add for the Good Molecules routine, again, I tend to get acne, and then if I do get acne, because I have, you know, melanin, I get a dark spots. So this is actually not acne anymore, and it's healing. So what happens with acne, it ends up scarring, and it's covered up with makeup, but I have one here, acne here. And then again, as some of you know, you should be always wearing your sunscreen, but I sometimes forget because we're in the Northwest and I don't see the sun for days. And in the summer, or when the sun starts to come out again, I do start to wear a sunscreen, just because I can see as I'm getting older, if I don't wear sunscreen, and it's not true, like if you are melanated, you should wear sunscreen still. What happened was sometimes if I forget to wear sunscreen, I will get sunspots right here where the sun is hitting, and it's like the worst because it doesn't go away for days. And it's just it's not good. It's not good, not only just in a vanity way, it's, you know, skin cancer is on the rise. So you got to protect your skin. And for me, because I put so much stuff on my face, it's actually more sensitive. So I have to be one has to be more diligent about putting SPF on your face, because we're putting things like these serums on it, which make our skin more sensitive. So this is the Discoloration Serum. And then you can use this at day or night. I tend to use this, if I remember, both day and night. Now I have two other hyperpigmentation serums or creams that I'm using. This is the only one that I found that is actually work. It doesn't work overnight. Here's the thing about this. You have to use it diligently. I would say at least once a day, if better twice, and to always add a layer of SPF, because it doesn't make sense when you're trying to work on hyperpigmentation or discoloration and then not use sunscreen, because then it's just not going to work. It's an uphill battle. So you have to use both of those together. And so what I do, this is the last serum I use, and I use it. I don't use it all on my face because I'm just trying to spot treat. So I used to have hyperpigmentation down here because I had acne, and I know I have makeup, but it's almost all disappeared because of this. And that's been over the course of a couple months. And so now I'm working on this, and it's definitely faded significantly from when I started the routine on this. So I definitely like to put this on at night and during the day if I remember. And it's the last serum that I put on. And again, I just spot treat and then just put, you know, a little bit on there. And again, none of these things smell, so it's great. The last thing I've been testing, and I can't speak like definitively on it, but it seemed to be helping, is this BHA Clarity Gel Cream. So basically it's acne cream. It's when you get a zit, apply onto clean skin after toner and serums, and maybe use along with AAH on blemish prone skin. So it says discontinue use if irritation or redness develops. So it has the BHA Clarity, I'm gonna show it to you, BHA Clarifying Gel Cream, formulated with salicylic acid and Centella asiatica extract to help maintain a clear complexion. Basically zits. So I like to use this when I feel a zit coming on, or my trouble spots are on my chin, because I am training myself not to touch my face. But if there's a place on my face, if there's a place on my face that I touch, it tends to be my jawline, and I just know I shouldn't touch it, but that's where I'll get my acne. So you can try these for when you feel like you're getting a zit, and it does help. It's pretty slow. It's not my favorite. I definitely have one, but let me know if you want me to show you like my acne routine. I can show you that, but I'm focusing on Good Molecules because this is definitely more of a cleaner brand, and I just really like this brand. So if you're looking for a brand that's affordable, that actually works and doesn't have things that irritate sensitive skin, and you have really sensitive skin, I would highly recommend Good Molecules. And I'll leave information about all the products I mentioned below and how much they cost. I don't have an affiliate link. I don't earn any commission. I'm just doing this to spread information and help you out if you're someone who has skin like me. Again, this is just my experience. I don't, I'm not a scientist. I don't work for the company. I'm just letting you know my experience using these products, for particularly the serums and the pineapple exfoliating powder have been really big game changers for me on the quality of my skin. And I look back on photos even from 2 years ago of what my skin looked like, and it's been amazing of like how much Good Molecules has really helped improve the quality of my skin, that it looks healthier, aging really nicely. I'm not a person that's into Botox, at least not at this point. I just theoretically don't want it. I just want to age nicely and have healthy skin. So I think if you're looking for an affordable brand that actually works and is a bit more clean and Korean based, is cool. It's basically, I know it sounds like an American brand, Good Molecules, based in California, but it sounds like the technology is really based in Korea. So check out their website and their Instagram. I've gone both ways. I've gotten some Good Molecules from their actual website, which is nice because I think they tend to throw in some freebie samples. But I've also bought things from Beautylish, just because Beautylish is fantastic at their delivery. I can order something from Beautylish and I'll sometimes get it within 2 days, which blows my mind. I must be near a distribution center, but I think people have a similar experience with Beautylish, that the level of quality of delivery and customer service is fantastic. I don't know if Good Molecules will take back the product if it doesn't work for you. And I think that's also why I go through Beautylish, that if you're new to Good Molecules, I would suggest and check out Good Molecules. Like, I don't know what the return policy is, but I know for sure Beautylish that they have a fantastic return policy. So if there's some reason that a product doesn't work for you, good molecules, like it doesn't work for you or like it irritates your skin, you can return it. And they usually want feedback, but they don't give a reason. Like they're not going to deny it. They just are curious. It helps other people know what's going on with their brand. But that's it, beauty friends. I just wanted to share more about good molecules because I'm a huge fan. And if you're interested of me geeking out and explaining like my morning routine or evening skincare routine, let me know. Or if you're interested in knowing more about the other luxury skincare products that I use, I have a bunch of biologic research and then also Sisley, probably more Sisley than biologic research in my skincare kit. Let me know if you want me to do my favorites of each of those brands. I'm happy to do that. Or if you have questions, let me know. So that's it, beauty fam. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing below and ringing the notification bell, and then consider commenting and commenting and thumbs up below. It really helps out my channel. And as always, please be very kind to yourself and others, and always be you. And until the next video, I will see you later. Take good care. Thanks. Bye-bye.